Welcome, friends. Before we rush into another day, take a deep breath, listen. Only when the last tree has been cut down, only when the last river has been poisoned, only when the last fish has been caught, will you realize that money cannot be eaten? These chilling words, often called the Cree prophecy, have echoed through generations. A message not just for the past, but for now. In this video, we'll journey into the heart of this ancient warning. What did the Cree people see? What truths lie buried in their wisdom? And why, even today, this prophecy feels more urgent than ever? If you feel connected to this sacred message, please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Your super thanks donations help us keep these ancient voices alive. Let's honor the earth, the ancestors, and the truths they left behind. Let's begin. The Cree are among the largest and most widespread indigenous nations in North America. Their communities stretch across the vast boreal forests of Canada, from Alberta to Manitoba, Saskatchewan to Quebec, and parts of Ontario. They are part of the Algonquian language family, and more importantly, they carry a spiritual tradition rooted in respect for land, water, animals, and all living cycles. To the Cree, the earth is not a thing to be owned, but a living relative to walk with, not walk over. Trees have spirit, rivers have memory, stones hold stories. Their way of life teaches balance, reciprocity, and reverence. Not just survival, but harmony. So when we hear the so-called Cree prophecy, only when the last tree has been cut down, it's not just a poetic warning. It's a spiritual truth, a message carried through generations, a call to remember what we've forgotten. This prophecy isn't just about the future. It's a mirror of the present. Let it awaken something within you. Only when the last tree has been cut down. To the Cree, trees are not just resources. They are relatives. Beings with spirit, wisdom, and a role in the sacred balance of life. In Cree culture, trees provide shelter, warmth, tools, medicine, but always with respect. You take only what you need. You give thanks. You never forget that they are alive. Today, that balance is broken. Each year, over 10 million hectares of forest vanish, cleared for industry, profit, and short-term gain. We call them resources, but they are the lungs of the earth. They cool the planet. They bring the rains. They hold the soil and feed the air. When the prophecy says the last tree, it doesn't just mean a tree falling. It means a final moment. When we realize, too late, what we've done. Will we wait until the forests are gone to remember they were sacred? Or will we listen now? Let this be a wake-up call, not an obituary. Only when the last river has been poisoned. Rivers are more than water. They are the lifeblood of the earth. They carry nourishment, memory, and spirit. In Cree tradition, rivers are sacred beings. They are not owned. They are honored. For generations, rivers offered fish, fresh water, and safe passage. They were places of prayer, gathering, and life. To pollute a river was to dishonor your ancestors and poison your own bloodline. Today, across the world, that sacred balance has been shattered. Toxic waste, mining runoff, oil spills, plastic choking the current, chemicals in the drinking water. Many indigenous communities can no longer trust the rivers they once drank from freely. We speak of economic progress while our waters die. But the Cree prophecy reminds us, there will come a time when the damage can't be undone, when the last clean river runs black. Will we finally realize water was more precious than profit? This isn't just an environmental crisis. It's a spiritual sickness. The rivers are still speaking. Are we still listening? Only when the last fish has been caught. For the Cree and many First Nations peoples, fish are more than food. They are sacred relatives, life givers from the Water Nation. They have nourished bodies, ceremonies, and communities for countless generations. To cast a net or drop a line was never just for survival. It was an act of respect, a relationship with the water, the seasons, and the Creator. But that balance is breaking. Today, oceans warm and acidify. Toxic runoff poisons rivers and lakes. Massive trawlers strip the seas bare. Delicate coral reefs, the nurseries of marine life, are dying. Whole fisheries have collapsed. What was once considered endless is vanishing. The prophecy warns us. Even the great ocean has its limits. And when the last fish is pulled from the water, no vault of gold, no mountain of money will feed our hunger. This is not just about extinction. It's about disconnection. From earth, from wisdom, from humility. Will we wait until the waters are empty to remember how to live with respect? Money cannot be eaten. Perhaps the most chilling line in the Cree prophecy. A simple truth that cuts through the illusions of modern life. Today, we chase profits, build empires, and measure success in dollars. We value gold over grain. We price the land but forget its spirit. But when the last tree falls, when the rivers turn toxic, when the oceans go silent, what will all the money in the world mean? In Cree wisdom, this isn't just poor decision-making. It's spiritual blindness. It's forgetting that we are part of creation, not above it. The prophecy doesn't condemn wealth itself. It condemns the worship of wealth at the expense of life. It reminds us that when we turn forests into timber, rivers into sewage, and fish into products, we're not advancing. We're unraveling. To believe money can replace food, water, and breath is to believe we can eat illusions. The final line is a wake-up call, not just for the future, but for now. Let us remember what is truly sacred. Let us return to gratitude, balance, and respect. There is some debate among scholars and elders about the exact origin of the prophecy. Some say it comes from a Cree elder. Others believe it is a pan-Indigenous warning, a sacred teaching that emerged across many nations and found new voice in the 20th century environmental movement. The quote was widely circulated during protests against deforestation. It appeared on banners, posters, and even in classrooms. It gained broader recognition in the 1972 film Home by Alanis Obumsawin, a celebrated Abenaki filmmaker from Canada. Whether or not the words came from a specific Cree community, their truth echoes far and wide. Similar warnings appear in Lakota, Hopi, and Anishinaabe prophecies. Messages of a time when the earth would cry out, when human greed would cloud wisdom, and when only the remembering of sacred ways could heal the land. This prophecy is more than a quote. It's a collective Indigenous voice, a call to return to humility, reverence, and relationship with the earth. It belongs not just to one people, but to all who are willing to listen. What makes the Cree prophecy so powerful is that it's no longer a warning about the distant future. It's happening now, right before our eyes. Forests in the Amazon, the Congo, and Southeast Asia are vanishing at alarming rates. The very lungs of the earth are being stripped bare. Rivers like the Ganges, Yamuna, and Mississippi, once sacred and life-giving, are choking on pollution, industrial waste, and neglect. Fish populations in the Pacific and Atlantic are crashing, while oceans warm, acidify, and grow more silent. Meanwhile, wealth inequality grows. Some corporations make billions by exploiting land and labor, while millions go without clean water, nutritious food, or safe shelter. This is not a prophecy of tomorrow. It's a mirror of today. The Cree warning isn't just poetic, it's painfully real. It reveals a world out of balance, a civilization chasing profit while the roots of life are being cut away. But it's not too late if we choose to listen. In Cree spirituality, the path forward is called Mio Pimitisawin, the good life or living well. It's not about going backward in time. It's about going deeper. It means living with respect for the land, for each other, and for all our relations. It means balance, humility, and responsibility. Mio Pimitisuin teaches that healing begins when we see the earth not as a resource, but as kin. The Cree prophecy is not only a warning, it is a call to awaken, not to fear the future, but to reshape it. It asks us, what is truly valuable? Can we drink oil? Can we breathe profits? Can we eat greed? And what kind of world will we leave behind? To follow this path is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is courage. It is remembering that another way is possible. Let this be more than a message. Let it be a turning point. If your heart says yes, like, share, subscribe, and offer a super thanks to support this sacred work. Together, we can walk in a better way. Together, we can live well. Across the world, Indigenous leaders are rising as protectors of the earth. From the Standing Rock Sioux resisting the Dakota Access Pipeline, to Cree communities opposing deforestation and oil drilling in Canada. These are not just battles over land. They are battles to uphold sacred prophecy. Movements like Extinction Rebellion, Fridays for Future, and Earth Guardians now echo this wisdom. More and more activists understand. There is no climate justice without Indigenous justice. The Cree prophecy has become a global symbol, spoken in protests, sung at sacred fires, and quoted in UN climate halls. But it is not a slogan. It is medicine. And medicine must be honored not just with words, but with action. As we face climate collapse, mass extinction, and the unraveling of our social fabric, the Cree prophecy grows louder. It speaks through burning forests, rising waters, and silent skies. The question is no longer, did someone say this long ago? The question is, are we willing to hear it now? The last tree may not yet be cut. The last river may not yet be poisoned. The last fish may not yet be caught. There is still time, but not much, if we continue to see the earth as a warehouse, a place to take without giving. Then the prophecy will come true, not as a myth, but as our fate. Yet if we remember the teachings of the Cree and other Indigenous nations, if we see the earth as relative, not resource, then maybe, just maybe, we can turn back. Maybe this prophecy isn't our final epitaph. Maybe it can be our turning point. Thank you for walking with us on this journey. If this message touched your heart, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a super thanks below. Your support keeps these sacred messages alive. Let us listen. Let us act. Let us live well.